How's it going, everyone? My name is Nacho, and today I'm going to be doing an account update video. Now, this is the first time that I've made one of these, so let's see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start off with just how long I've been playing this game. So we can go ahead and take a look at the VIP shop. You'll see that I have 632 consecutive logins. Now, I started playing shortly, or pretty much right on global release. Played the first season and a half, and then I ended up quitting the game for a little while. I'd say probably anywhere between 4 to 6 months, then ended up coming back. I was really, really weak compared to everyone, but I just kept on playing, and here we are today. So this is what my current power is currently at, about 107 mil. I just recently broke 100 mil at the most recent greatest heights. I finally finished unlocking all of my T5. These are the troops that I have here. I ended up training some T5 infantry and some knights just to have some. I would have liked to train more, however, we were limited in how much we could push for our greatest heights, and I also wanted to save some for the next mage skin, which is coming. So as you can see here, obviously this is a mage-focused account. I have a ton of Vestals because when I first unlocked T5, I knew that I wasn't going to push research to unlock everything, and so I just went hard and trained as many Vestals as I could at the time then, and here I am now with the 683,000 Celestials that I have. 600k are from the Troop Exchange event, and then a few seasons ago I trained a bunch of T4 Celestials, as you can see here. I'm going to convert some of them to T5, maybe half, and then the rest is going to go into my infantry and cavalry. So in the next 2 months or so, you'll see a big jump in those. So moving on, I guess we'll go ahead and show you my heroes. So we already established that I am a mage main, and I have been working on transitioning to having more infantry and calves over the last few months. So this is what I got here. So my main mage heroes are 6-starred and awakened. So I have Thundolin, Lilia, my Moo is awakened. Only have her at 5 stars. I've considered getting her to 6, but her march just does so well that I don't really think it's necessary. My Bert is almost awakened. Honestly, I kind of just stopped working on him a pretty long time ago. It's only an additional 6% here, and then a 200 skill damage factor. I could finish him, but that's like 160 tokens, and I'd rather finish up some other projects that I have. And as far as my other mages, I have Velen and Thea, both awakened and 6-starred. My Magrat, which I do use with mages, 5/5 is really all that I need for that there. Then we have the Leah at 555-1. I've kept her at 5 stars as well. We have awakened 6-starred Tohar, and then I have Zeta, which is at 5534. This was another one that I'm considering potentially awakening. I mean, the only other skill that really works with mages is going to be one more point here, which is 5% crit. And then this gives you 3 stacks immediately upon entering battle. I don't know, I have other priorities right now, but I could potentially awaken this in the future. This march already does well enough for me too, where I'm not like too worried. And then as far as like other things that I've worked on in the past, things that I've actually invested tokens into. So Gorish at 555, I need to get him up to 5 stars, which I'll do soon. Skullwool that I have at 551. I don't know if, getting this up to 555 is really worth the extra tokens. I mean, it's 180 tokens for 15% attack. I'm just not convinced, but I could be convinced. So if you have any thoughts on that, leave them in the comments below. Obviously, the Awaken is pretty good too, 10% counterattack. That's really what I would want to go for there, but we'll see. Right now, the priority is going to be the new infantry heroes. Other things I've been working on, Emerus, I've got him to 5354, just run gold keys. Bakshi as well. But things that I've really invested more in recently, I'd say Magro was probably one of the heroes I invested in the last couple months. Got him to 551. Would like to get him to 555 eventually. And then the other heroes that I've been working on have been Naya is almost at 555, as you can see here. And then I also got, where's Urag? Urag's near the top. I got him at 555 as well. I did start working on Lay for a bit. Only got him to 5. I think I'm going to hold off for a bit because, like I mentioned, I do want to focus on the new infantry. So I'm just waiting for those to come to daily deals. Might go for Kuma in this next wheel that's coming up. But I have a lot of tokens. Take a look at that, almost 1,100 tokens. So that's going to go into the new infantry, potentially new mage as well. And then just looking at the heroes that I have, the other hero that I've invested in has been Madeline. I was an infantry main in season 1, and so I put a lot of tokens into her back then. Then I switched to mages because everyone was telling me that it was unsustainable to play infantry as a lower spender. But I kind of wish I had stuck with that. But my mages have been doing pretty well. I get plenty of merits. But now I'm going to be going back to infantry again. So those are my heroes. Let's go ahead and take a look at my artifacts. So I just recently unlocked Exemplar, and I got pretty lucky with these pulls. I have 3 mage artifacts, and I have Spirit Bone Torque. Very happy that I got those. And these other ones that I have here, just, they're good to have, but they're not really artifacts that I'll be using a whole lot. But I got Phoenix Eye at level 4, Infernal Flame at level 4 as well. I've got my Visage at level 3, Torque at level 2. I got my Mirage Orb at max. This is the only legendary artifact that I do have maxed. I have my Wolf Howl Horn at level 4. I have Spring Blades at level 2. And then what else have I been working on lately? Lunaris, got Lunaris level 3. And then I just have these like at level 1. So I have Thunder Elegy level 1, Breath of Gigantus level 1, the new Serpent's Edge at level 1 as well. And that's really it for the artifacts. So my main goal is always to get my artifacts level 3, as you can see here with my Visage. And then from there on, I work on getting my other ones up a little bit more. Right now, my goal is to get Spirit Bone Torque to level 3 and potentially to level 5. But I think after I get this to level 3, I might go for the Hammer, because that is a really good artifact, and that would be really nice to have. All right, so let's take a look at my resources. So I actually have quite a lot in my inventory here. I try to not open these as much as I can, and I just rely heavily on my farm accounts. However, this season I've done a really awful job at logging onto those, so I'll definitely be dipping into my stores here. So that's currently what we're sitting at here. Got a good healthy amount of mana. I'll definitely be able to train as many troops as I can at the next greatest heights. And then if we take a look at the speed ups that I have, this is where we're at here. So about 1,300 days. My goal was 1,500 days, and it looks like we're probably going to pass that. So this is looking really good. So when Greatest Heights comes around, I should be able to convert about 1 million T4 Celestials to T5, a good amount of infantry, and then my goal would be to train up to 1 million calves and train about 1 million or so T5 inf, maybe a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. All right, so moving on to the special items, you'll see here that I have 2 Seals of Power. At this next Greatest Heights, I should be able to push around 25 mil, I think. But now that I think about it, I really only need to push 20 mil to get 4 more seals to guarantee a skin. So I'll have to look at that. But this next skin might be pretty competitive, so I might have to push the full 25 mil. And then these are just, some of the skins that I've gotten temporary versions of over the last Greatest Heights as well. And then this last tab is just some regens, which I don't have very many of. And then there's the select fruit boxes that got taken away when they refunded us some of the seals that we have here. That's why I have 2 and not just 1. Then lastly, we can go through some stats. So right now, sitting at 10 mil merits, which I'm sure you saw earlier. If we go to more info, you'll see here, these are my kills to dead, so don't really have a lot of deads. Played as a T4 player for a really long time, and the servers that I played in did not encourage T4 deaths. But now that we have T5 infantry, we'll probably see this number go up. I have been killing some mages these last couple of seasons too in rally, so that's where most of my deaths actually are right now. But yeah, that's what we're looking at for this right here. If we look in the achievements, we can go to Conquest. Looks like I got some new things here. So we're at 3 million merits for the Abyss. Okay. And then this is from the, what's it called? Paramount Championship or Tournament Champions, right? We are approaching 100 million merits here, as you can see. And then you'll see here that my merits for pretty much everything besides mages is pretty atrocious. But I am hoping to get my infantry merits up by quite a bit, as well as my cav merits. Archer merits are going to stay really low because I just do not play them at all. All right, so that's going to be the video. I'm pretty sure I shared all of the most important things. If I missed something that you really wanted to see, leave a comment below and I will respond to you as soon as I can, and also potentially make an update video if it is something that needs to be addressed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.